This is the Reds Down Under podcast, the best place to follow the Reds in Australia. Enjoy the show.
We are the Reds Down Under, and this is our podcast.
Hello and welcome to Reds Down Under. I am here with my good mate Curtis.
Tom, how are you, mate?
I'm good, mate.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, well, you will have noticed if you're watching on YouTube that Curtis is wearing a Manchester United scarf.
It is a Reds Down Under podcast,
It
isn't
is
it?
Reds Down Under, but it's not Man U Down Under, as he suggested when I texted him in the first place to say I'm thinking about doing a pod. Can I have some advice? Because he's a podcast producer as well. So we're going to be doing a pod about Liverpool and Manchester United.
Yep.
There's loads to talk about. We're always chatting about the football ourselves. So sort of representing Liverpool and representing the most successful club in English history, and the Premier League champions will be me. And representing the team who smashed it last season, finishing in 15th in the Premier League, will be Curtis.
I just wanted to say, for about 3 months at the back end of the season, I was really eager to hit that 40-point mark for safety. And I don't think it came until the very end. I think we ended up on 42. But that was a little milestone for us, I think.
Yeah, well, I think I sent it to you when it was getting close to the end of the season. And I think you drew at West Ham or something, and it was like official Man United have got enough points to stay in the Premier League. And I sent it to him. I sent it to you straight away. So a lot of the people, I mean, we might pick up a couple of Man United fans.
Yep.
On the road, yeah.
They might get confused and see Reds Down Under
Yeah.
and think it's about us.
Yeah. Well, it's not miserable bastards down under, so they'll know it's a Liverpool podcast. My partner, Chelsea, her dad's a big Man United fan.
Oh, shout out to him.
Mark, yeah, great guy.
Great guy, Mark.
Yeah, well, he likes me.
He puts up with you.
So I'll take it. And his brother's a big Man United fan as well, Andrew.
Yep.
Is a big Man United fan. You support Manchester United. So,
Yes.
you know, where I'm from in Liverpool, you're born into the game.
Of course.
Like, you sometimes you might have a dad who's an Everton fan and mum a Liverpool fan, and you sort of might get a little bit of leeway on what club you support.
Yes, it's the friendly rivalry, is it not? Everton-Liverpool, is that
They
the
say-
moniker?
They say that, but it's not.
Is that
really.
just because families can intertwine with supporting clubs?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Like, you know, in like Liverpool, the families intertwine. In Manchester, the families interbreed. That's the difference.
I'm technically not
Bang,
from there,
and
mate.
we're off. Have you got 3 legs and from Manchester? Welcome to Reds Down Under. No, you're welcome. Come on in. The water's fine. So, yeah, I mean, you basically don't have much choice, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I think when I was a kid, we were out playing football in the street, and my Liverpool kits were in the wash, and my neighbour was an Everton fan, and he was like, oh yeah, just throw my shirt on. And I was running around playing in an Everton shirt. But I mean, I think that was quickly fixed by my mum and dad. But you grew up, you basically could have picked anyone you wanted to support. So why did you land on Manchester United?
Well, Tom, I'm 29 years of age, and I still have no way to answer how I stumbled on United. I don't have a memory of picking United, and I don't come from a family of United fans. A lot of them hate them. My dad's a Leeds fan. He's a big Leeds man. Had an uncle, still have an uncle. He's a Chelsea fan, but a Chelsea fan from the 70s. So it's on a Robin Abramovich era Chelsea type fan.
He's a legit Chelsea fan.
Yes, you know, my granddad hated United. My granddad hated Sir Alex Ferguson. He hated the way they played football. He's a football purist. You know, he loved the entertainers. He'd always talk about Sir Stanley Matthews, or in his French accent, Matthews, Raymond Coppa, Just Fontaine, stuff like that. Garinka from back in the day.
Garinka, yeah.
But the only logical explanation I can give is that my oldest cousin, who was like a big brother to me, is a United fan. And maybe it was his influence, as I would see him a lot at my grandparents' place. But there is no recollection of me watching a game of football like most people, or playing a video game and, I had fun with Team X on career mode, stuff like that, Football Manager. There's none of that. I remember once I found a hat from when I was a baby, and it was Manchester United's #1 fan. And I asked who got me that, and it was my grandfather's friend. And when did I get that? My parents said, I think we were a toddler. I was like, how does that make sense? You don't like Manchester United. And it just happened.
So this was forced on you from a family friend, is what you're saying?
Well, I think my cousin's influence just made me a United fan.
Yeah.
And then I got that gift. He was an Arsenal man. He hated United. But he just got me that gift. He must have saw it at a shop. And he went, I'll get that for a 3-year-old, or maybe I was 4, I don't know. And maybe my cousin was supporting them because United was winning in the mid-90s and the late 90s. You know, maybe the bandwagon kind of just got passed on to me, but I don't have a memory of picking United.
Because it does happen, like, you know, and I understand why it happens, where you get a team and they have a successful period.
Yes.
Like, I was looking at a couple of key stats between the two clubs. And I was trying to work out who had the biggest fan base. Spoiler alert, it's Manchester United.
Yeah, no surprise.
For sure.
No surprise.
And by the way, I checked at least 3 different websites.
Well, I think because the reason of that is because the internet and then international media started to be more consumed from the 90s onwards. Like, you look at the Chicago Bulls, right? They have one of the biggest basketball fan bases in the world. Since Michael Jordan left in 98, the Bulls haven't really done anything. They had a little tease with Derrick Rose in 2011. Outside of that, nothing. But Michael Jordan was able to take the game around the world.
Yeah, and they're in Space Jam, so all the kids
exactly.
in Space Jam,
and that was
the Air Jordans.
Exactly, and that was United in that period. If we go 10 years prior, and let's say technology was as advanced in the 80s as it was in the 90s and then the thousands, maybe there'd be more Liverpool fans than United fans.
Well, I think it is an interesting point, because I think, like, I haven't got the numbers in front of me. You know, I always say, like, I don't care about the stats.
Yes.
But I do care about some stats. Most successful club in England. But
why don't you say the UK? Why don't we just rep Rangers?
No, well, I think it is Rangers, isn't it?
It is. Well, it's easy. It's easy for Rangers and Celtic.
One of them boys win it, don't they, every year? We're going off topic, but have you seen the video with the Hibs fans?
Oh, I just watched it a few hours ago.
Yeah.
In where were they playing? A
Denmark
Conference
or
League
Sweden
qualifier, right?
Yeah. If you haven't seen it, we'll put it up. Well, it'll be gone by then anyway. But you'll see it. It's the Hibs fans, and they've got the, I can't even remember what the tune is.
Hibs are on a away day or something like that, because they're traveling. They never travel.
Yeah.
But I can't remember the tune, but some pop song.
But it's great.
Yes.
But it's really good. Anyway, so yeah, you know, what I was saying was that, you know, Man City have had a period of success, so you're getting loads of kids now.
Yes.
Like, I can't believe it, walking around in Man City kits.
It's true. I only know 2 grown adults who are Manchester City fans.
Yeah.
And one of them is from Manchester.
Yeah.
And he's 60 and was born into a City family.
And I get it.
Yeah.
Right? Because, like, you know, even if we use rugby league as you know, we both love our rugby league. If I use the NRL as a sort of parallel universe, I support the Tigers, right? And we're shit.
You're so bad.
Right? There was loads of hope at the start of the season, right? Luai, Taruva, I remember speaking to you. Luai, Taruva, we had Lockie Galvin, we had De Silva, he's gone as well now to the Eagles. They're all on the move, right? But my Mrs. Chelsea is a Penrith fan.
Loving life.
So she's been happy for, like, the last couple of years. I've been to 2 grand finals to watch the Panthers. Her dad's a big Panthers fan. We like to go and do that. But I always go as an add-on.
Uh-huh.
You know, I'm a Tigers fan.
Yes.
And when we play against the Panthers and the Tigers, it's clear to me I'm a Tigers fan.
Didn't enjoy the last weekend, did you?
No, well, we watched it together. I ended up paying for KO. Shocking. Paid for KO. $1 for the month, and then it's $30 or whatever. Yeah, we were crap. But, like, it would be easy for me, because I'm not, you know, I haven't been here that long. I could switch to Penrith and get away with it.
You could have.
I could.
You could have. And there's no link. If anything, the one fair link you would have had is my partner is a Penrith fan.
Yeah.
And then, okay, well, he's not really a bandwagoner.
Yeah. And she's forever, so I might as well support the team she supports.
Yeah.
But it's not happening. It's all about the Tigers. Next year we're going to win.
So for those listening who don't know who the Tigers are, that's the equivalent of Stoke City, right?
Well,
Birmingham. Norwich? Am I being too mean?
The Premier
Norwich.
League aren't. The Premier League aren't. Because you can't get relegated from the NRL.
You know who the Tigers are, ironically, and I'm being legitimate in this comparison. You're Everton.
Yeah.
You were good back in the 80s.
Yeah.
And here we are.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to get a new club, aren't I? But I can see why people support Man City and support Chelsea and stuff. I get it, but this is the way I've always looked at it. And my mate used to say this. Like he used to say, like at the big boys table, there's Liverpool and there's Manchester United, and Arsenal sit on the big boys table as well.
Yep.
And they're proper clubs. And then you get the next table, and they're still great clubs: Nottingham Forest, Everton, Leeds United. Proper historical clubs. Aston Villa, all that. And Chelsea, Manchester City, and that they're just not in that club. So it always baffles me when people say they support them clubs. So what was the first? What was your first sort of memories then? Because you were, how old are you? 29, yeah.
29, yeah.
So when you were sort of around 10, I guess, is when you start remembering your football.
Well, actually, no. My first memory was, I think it was 2003. It was a Champions League quarterfinal against Real Madrid. Ronaldo had an insane game at Old Trafford in the second leg. And
Ronaldo.
Proper Ronaldo. Yeah. He wasn't fat. He was kind of chubby, but he wasn't fat.
He was fat. He was.
But he was coming off the World Cup, right? It was a season that followed the World Cup.
Yeah.
And I just remember we had like an old sofa bed in front of the TV, and then my dad must have been up because he would work early, and my cousin was sleeping over, who's a Liverpool fan. And I just remember watching it. I just remember getting teased by my uncle and my brother, watching Real Madrid in a black jersey tearing up Manchester United. And that's my earliest United memory. But I remember the pain because I had been a United fan for I don't know how many years before that. But like I said before, because I don't remember it, I just remember feeling, oh man, I don't remember 99. I was 3. So in my mindset is, are we ever going to win the Champions League? Am I ever going to see my team win the Champions League? And I remember that feeling wasn't great. And that's probably the earliest I can remember. I have glimpses of Harry Kewell tearing us up. Dad being a big Leeds fan, he always used to rub it in when Viduka or Kewell or Leeds would beat us. But yeah, no, that memory sticks out for whatever reason.
You know what's crazy to admit, and I will admit, I think it's the first time I've admitted this on the podcast, is because I was 9 when you won the treble.
Yep.
In
99.
In 99. And I think I knew as a kid we were rivals, and I got that. Like, when my dad would call you Manx, he was being derogatory.
Yeah, yep.
But, like, I remember watching that comeback against Bayern, and I was just so excited by it. Just because of the purity of it all. I'm not saying I was supporting Man United, because I weren't. But I remember just, like, the sheer excitement of that game. Bayern Munich hit the crossbar and... it
should have been 3-0. Should have been game over.
Should have been game gone. And then to get them they've got, 2 goals in the last couple of minutes, like, essentially, wasn't it? Was unbelievable to watch. So then Ronaldo scores them goals at Old Trafford and he gets applauded off the pitch. Yeah, he does. Gets a standing ovation.
Well deserved.
At Old Trafford. He was unbelievable. So then who was your... By the way, that season we beat you in the League Cup final.
Yeah, that season United won the Premier League as well, but we don't have to state everything, Tom.
Yeah, no, that year we beat 2-0 in the League Cup final, and Stevie Gerrard hit this ball, and David Beckham put a lazy leg out, and it looped over Fabian Barthez. But I think you won the...
Yeah, we did, yeah.
Won the Premier League.
No, we definitely did. We definitely did.
So who was your then, like my first sort of players who I fell in love with was like Michael Owen. So who was that for you for Manchester United?
For Manchester United, it probably would have been, let me think, Ryan Giggs And then as I started to, when I was 6, 7, you start to really form your memories. I have a lot of memories of Ruud van Nistelrooy.
Yeah.
Those two, Paul Scholes as well. Those three really were the three that stood out. For whatever reason, even though David Beckham was so marketable, he was, from a marketing perspective, he was the MJ of his time. From a marketing perspective, I want to stress that. But I never gravitated towards the guys that were always going to be in front of the camera because you just knew they were always going to be there. But growing up, I was a left winger. So I always idolized players who played positions that I do.
Yep.
So after fast forward a few years, I went from left wing to left back, and then it was Patrice Evra. I want to be Patrice Evra. But that was before, I really started getting into it. So the first three were probably Ruud, Scholesy, and Giggs.
Yeah. See, Ryan Giggs is one of them players, like, great footballer, not a great brother.
No.
Apparently.
Apparently, definitely.
Not a good brother, is he, to old Rodri? Apparently, yeah. But, Ryan Giggs, look, I think Giggsy won 11 league titles or something that, didn't he? At Man United, like, unbelievable. And the thing that, like, annoyed me a little bit about Ryan Giggs was, like, he was so good for so long, and then I think he won the Football Writers Player of the Year, I think, when he was 39 or 40 or something. And he shouldn't have won it then. He should have won it years before. And he sort of give him it like, there you go, mate. You've done so long in the game. And I don't know. I don't like that sort of stuff. Like, he was good enough to win it when he was younger. Like,
when he was winning everything.
That semi-final against Arsenal in '99. Yeah,
I mean, I've didn't watch it live. I was 3.
Yeah,
I've rewatched it a million times as my life has gone on.
Pretty impressive.
It's a very hairy chest.
Yeah, it's a very hairy chest. I've got quite a hairy chest. Maybe next time. All right. Well, let's talk about then. By the way, as well, we said we do. We've both brought a joke with us, haven't we?
Yes, we have, yeah.
Right, so we've got a joke that we're going to drop in.
At any point.
Yeah. We're not going to warn you guys. We're just going to drop it in, right? So we both brought a joke.
Yep.
And we're going to do trivia.
Yep.
So my partner Chelsea's written 5 questions, so I don't know what the questions are, and I don't know what the answers are.
Okay.
Just to be clear. And we're gonna try and work together as well. I was meant to say this at the top of the show, but I forgot. I'll do an intro, whatever. We're gonna try and build our perfect 5-a-side team.
Yep.
Using Liverpool and United players.
Yeah, which is interesting because I thought you'd do 11. Because 11 will still have a big debate. 5 is going to get real tense, I think.
Yeah. Well, we haven't got that much time.
But it's going to be fun. It's going to be good. It'll be a good debate. It'll be a good debate.
I'm looking forward to it, man. It's going to be good. It's going to be all red, that's for sure. Well, let's talk about. We did say because when we were talking about doing the podcast, it was sort of like. Sticking the boot in a little bit, but we were also talking about players who we liked from each other's teams as well. Yeah. So who were your sort of players who stood out to you, who maybe in a different circumstance you would have liked to play for United instead of Liverpool? I
gravitate towards the guys who don't grab the headlines. For example, I don't know if he's my favourite United player of all time, but Park Ji-sung is up there.
Yeah.
I love him.
I would have him.
Oh, of course.
In a heartbeat.
Of course. You playing left mid, central mid, right mid.
Yeah.
Fergie's one of his biggest regrets is not having him man mark Messi in the 2011 Champions League final.
Yeah.
I don't know if we beat that Barcelona team, but I know I would rather have Park Ji-sung try to just shadow Messi the entire time because he's the only player that could have done it, right? And because of players like that, I always gravitated towards people like Dirk Kuyt.
Yeah.
And James Milner when you had him after he left City.
Yeah.
There's other Liverpool players from, the thousands that I really enjoyed, but I know that I could drop Dirk Kuyt in right wing striker. He made a World Cup semi-final playing left wing back for the Netherlands in 2014.
Yeah.
right? So that's just someone I go, I need you to do this job, and he'll do it. James Milner's the exact same.
Yeah.
When he played for Liverpool, outside of playing, central midfield, he played fullback for you a few times. But he started his career playing on the right wing.
Well, he played pretty much an entire season at left back under Klopp.
There you go, right?
Yeah, so he was brilliant actually.
So James Milner, regardless of, obviously you can contextualize it more and go, specifically the 15-16 season, we needed a player to fix this issue.
Yeah.
But regardless of if it was a golden year for United or a shambolic year for United, I know that Dirk Kuyt and James Milner would have just done their job and would have just helped take that team to another level. Because United, like Liverpool, like your Real Madrid, your Barcelona's, the big clubs, you're always competing for so many different silverware. So you need to have that squad. And that's what Fergie was great at, rotation.
Yeah.
Rotation. How he managed to keep the bulk of the squad happy, playing limited minutes. Modern managers can't do that. The fact that, 2013, we won the league title and someone like Tom Cleverley played a big role in that. What happened to Tom Cleverley after 2013? You know what I mean?
He went to Watford. Well, remember what he said?
What?
He said that he struggled to succeed in England because they didn't understand the Spanish style. But, a great advantage of a player who does a job for you.
Yep.
Now, don't get me wrong, I wouldn't take him at Liverpool.
Yeah. Talking about Tom Cleverley.
Yeah, Tom Cleverley.
Yeah, I wouldn't take him out United.
But by the way, that's because you don't understand the Spanish style. That season, Makeda,
Federico.
yeah, played a great part for you lot.
Oh,
Scored that goal against.
What was that, 2009? That was 2009, yeah.
Yeah, he scored that goal against Villa.
Yep.
Yeah. Hated that, man.
But people like your John O'Shea's, your Johnny Evans, I got a lot of love for those guys.
Yeah, I think, sometimes there's certain players who I looked at with jealousy. For example, I think he was a really great footballer. I don't think he'll be remembered as one of the greats, and I think rightly so. But David Beckham was like as a Liverpool fan watching on, I was sort of like, oh, they're so good, Man United, and they've got this player. We had really good players in that time. Sort of the late 90s, early 2000s. We had Michael Owen was tearing it up and stuff. Stevie Gerrard was coming through.
Of course.
But David Beckham was as you say, he was
he was the pin-up boy.
Yeah, he was, what did they call it? The MVP or whatever they call it.
Yeah.
In America. He was your player. So we never really had that at that time. Obviously Stevie Gerrard stepped
of course,
up and whatever. But yeah, to have someone with a bit more glitz and glamour would have been nice. Yeah. In that time. But yeah, I think your Park Ji-sung, because he'll do it for you.
No fuss, no frills.
Do it for you. A player who I think was really pivotal in sort of your probably late 2000s, that sort of era. He's played Barca twice in the Champions League finals. Was Valencia.
Antonio.
Solid.
Great player.
Solid.
And you know what? He had to come in after Ronaldo, right? The expectation. Well, it's not like, Antonio Valencia from Wigan, here you go, big Cristiano Ronaldo. That wasn't the expectation. But it's, you have to play the position that the best player in the world just vacated.
Yeah. And
he had a great career.
Yeah. Right. He ended up right back, didn't he?
Yeah, he ended up as captain as well.
Yeah. So Antonio Valencia, definitely would have liked. And one that will probably not go down too well with my fan base.
Yeah.
Is, so what I love about Jamie Carragher, right, is that he hates you, right? And equally what I love about Gary Neville is that he hates us.
It's a rivalry.
Right?
Yeah.
So in an alternative universe, Gary Neville grew up in Liverpool, right? And hated Man United. I would have loved him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I get what you mean.
That one where he at Anfield and he kisses the badge and all that. Oh no, that was at
Old Trafford. Yeah, it was just at the away end.
Yeah, at the away end. If the shoe was on the other foot and he was a Liverpool player and that was Jamie Carragher, love it.
I love that you brought this up, right? State of Origin just went by. New South Wales, Queensland. Big rivalry.
Yeah.
A lot of bullcrap in the media about oh, is it too much hate? You know, are we taking a step too far? It's all like back in the day. You're supposed to hate each other. You can still respect each other, but you hate each other. That's how you. I think that's the best part of sport, is knowing that I respect Liverpool because you are a historical club. You built your success like United have done, like Arsenal have done. You know, like you mentioned City, Chelsea beforehand. Got owners, got rich quick. Now they're big giants in the international game. But I love knowing that Jamie Carragher hates United. I hate watching him jump for joy when Liverpool beat us, but he's allowed to do that.
Insert clip from the 7-0 win the other year. Insert the clip. Yeah, sorry. 7-0 at Anfield, Jamie Carragher and Gary Neville. Sorry, yeah, go on.
But that was fantastic viewing because obviously they were recording the commentary, right? So we do that at my job for the NRL. And so I was watching that when it happened and I'm like, oh God, it's so annoying. And look at this donkey celebrate 7 times. But it was also enjoyable watching Gary Neville slowly break. I love Gary Neville. I'm a United fan, of course I do. But that's just part of the game, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's part of the game. You guys have been good for, 5 years? You've won 2 titles. We were good for 30. We won a whole bunch.
Yeah.
It comes and goes.
No, honestly, it's so true, right? You were so good for 30 years.
Yeah.
And you know, Fergie put you back on the pitch.
Yep.
And it only took 5 years and we've overtook you again.
Yeah.
Just shows, man.
Yeah.
Like, the periods of success that you have. Like, so we were 70s, 80s, up to the 90 basically.
Yeah.
Then you lot and Arsenal came in a little bit.
Yeah.
Blackburn had a crack.
Yep.
But really it was you lot. Until Fergie. So let's talk about that period. Should we do a joke first?
Go, Joe. You want to go first?
Guy goes in, walking past a shop, and he sees a dog in the window, and it says, "Free dog." So he's like, "A free dog?" So he walks in and he's having a look at this dog, and the dog's like, "All right, mate." God, it's a talking dog. So he's like, Are you really talking to me? And the dog's like, "Oh yeah. He said, "Yeah, I've had a bit of a life, mate." He says, "I was served in Afghanistan. I'm a war vet." He said, "The Paris terror attacks, I was there and got me in there and I assisted in bringing down the terrorists, and later in life worked on Wall Street and brought in a lot of money for Goldman Sachs. Like, I've had a very varied career, like." So the guy goes, "Oh my God." So he goes up to the guy and he says, "Excuse me, mate." He says, "That dog there," he said, "it's free." And the guy goes, yeah, it's free. You can have it if you want it. And he goes, "He's a talking dog and you're giving him away for free. And he's got all this history of Afghanistan and everything." And the guy goes, "No, he's full of shit. He's never left the shot, the lying bastard." And there's a joke. It's a really bad joke, but it's a joke. I never said it'd be good. Right. Let's talk about another joke. Let's talk about Manchester United post Alex Ferguson.
Yeah.
Well, let's first give a bit of kudos because Alex Ferguson's one of the greatest managers of all time. Like, just massive success. Built great football teams. Was really part of the development of the football club in what was a difficult era for some, because Liverpool didn't handle the change of technology well with the new internet and everything.
Yeah.
Man United smashed it, right?
Yeah.
So he retires in what year?
2013.
2013.
2013. Yep.
So you had won the league that year, hadn't you?
That's the last time. Yeah.
Yeah. I remember at the time thinking, you were so strong, but you had a old team,
and it was apparent the year after.
So what happened, man? Like, how much of it was an aging team? How much of it was a poor managerial choice?
I think when you look at sporting clubs that have had long tenured managers, whoever comes in next has the poison chalice. Whether it be, I'm not an NFL fan, but I know who Bill Belichick is. I know who the New England Patriots are. The moment he leaves, who wants that job? Who wants to follow that up? Arsene Wenger, I mean, it kind of went sour anyway, but even if he had left in 2010, right, where things, they made a Champions League final in 2009, things went so bad. How do you follow that up? Liverpool had the same case back in the 80s. I mean, that's what the whole 90s were for Liverpool. How are you replicating the success of what you had in the 80s and in the 70s with your managers back then? It was too difficult to give it to someone like a David Moyes. It's one of those things, in my opinion, where someone like Fergie retires, you have to go find someone of that caliber and you go, all right, make it your own. Whether you're here for 3 years, whether you're here for 30, who knows? But we can't try and replicate what Fergie did because this is Fergie's team. It's not just the dressing room is Fergie's. This whole club is Sir Alex Ferguson's, and we have to start a new chapter. He played a pivotal role in getting David Moyes the gig. I like Moisey. I heavily respect him. When he won that European title with West Ham, I know it's the Conference League, but that was awesome. It was really great to see David Moyes succeed. He was great at Everton prior. You see, he's back at Everton now, right? But it was just, how can you give it to someone whose real claim to fame is coaching a team that will just always be punching above their weight? It's not like going from Everton to, say it was the Arsenal job. That's a big step, but Arsenal didn't have the prior 30 years that Sir Alex Ferguson had with United. It's easier said than done, right? Do you look back at that time and go, oh, was Carlo Ancelotti available at the time? I don't know. But maybe that's the guy you bring in. You have to give it to someone of that caliber. But the other issue is, I think it was David Gill. He left as well. Then you have Ed Woodward come in. And it's, how do we now replicate this success with a bunch of guys who have never been a part of it? The expectations were just set too high. And I think United really suffered for a few years just thinking, oh, it'll come good because we're Manchester United. It took a long time for the club to just accept the chapter with Ferguson is closed. If you don't do anything about it, you're never going to have a positive chapter again. And we've had teasers, and I know, well, there's a term in the UK called, I think United are in their banter period. But we've had moments where we've lifted silverware. We just haven't been able to create this consistency. And whether it be ideologies of managers, player personnel, transfer budget, players flopping on high transfer fees, the management, the back end, the Glazers, Ed Woodward, now Sir Jim Radcliffe. All of these factors have kind of just culminated into one. And it's because we didn't handle life after Fergie the right way. And in absolute fairness, the man himself has a role to play in the demise of Manchester United the last 12 years. It felt so abrupt, his exit. It wasn't like I wish he announced it at the beginning of the season. And then it gives the club a whole year to figure out what life will be like without him. Because it's not just as simple as replacing the manager, just getting the right guy. There's a whole bunch of other factors. One of the factors, like you touched upon, was that a lot of the key personnel were aging. And I have this distinct memory of playing Everton at Old Trafford in Moyes' first year. I think we lost either 2-0 or 2-1. Brian Oviedo scored a last-minute equaliser. But it was the first goal that I'll never forget. A ball gets played. Lukaku's in the free, but it's a 50-50 between Lukaku and Nemanja Vidic. Vidic is one of the greatest defenders football has ever seen. One of the hardest defenders we've ever seen. Lukaku bounced him off like a bouncy ball off a wall.
Yeah, Torres did that a couple of times, actually.
Yeah. But watching Rio and Nemanja, Patrice, Park Ji-sung, all these guys from the old guard, it's as if they aged overnight, just like that, because it just wasn't handled the right way. Maybe there was too much leadership from the old era where I get it. It'd be hard where you're so accustomed for so long doing things a certain way. All of a sudden, it's someone new. And yeah, Moisey was trying to do his own thing, but still try to preserve what Fergie had built. But when results don't go your way, where's your head at? You know what I mean? And then that was the first domino that fell. I know with Van Gaal the year after we qualified for the Champions League, but now it's, we're going to pat ourselves on the back because we finished fourth. That's not what United was, but...
No, well, that's the thing, isn't it? Because for so long, it was United were winning everything.
Yeah.
Or you were in the conversation for everything.
Oh, well, like when we would finish second, it was a failure.
Yeah, it was a failure.
Yeah.
And, I mean, a couple of years later, you finish in second under Ollie. Feels like a really good achievement, actually. But, like, it's... So, when I look at Manchester United now, it's a mess. It's a mess. Like, if someone was to give me a magic wand and say, fix Man United, for a start, I wouldn't use it. I'd
break the wand.
Right? Throw that shit in the bin, right? Not tell anyone about it, right? No, but if someone was to give me a magic wand and say, right, you've got to go and fix Man United. What's the main thing you go and fix? I'll look at it and I go, well, I think you've got a good coach.
I do too.
I think you've got a good coach.
Yep.
And when Klopp was leaving, Amarim was linked with the Liverpool job quite strongly. I think he was linked with West Ham as well. I really liked him.
You like the idea of having him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a different style of football to Klopp. I like the look of this guy. And I think he's a great coach, actually. I really do. I don't think Ten Hag is a terrible coach. Either, by the way. So I look at that. When I look at you, I'm like, the stadium. I know they're talking about building a new stadium, aren't they?
Has it been improved?
I
don't know, but if it is, it's like a whole project.
It's a whole thing.
Yeah, it's like a community orientated. Yeah,
it's massive.
Yeah.
For our British listeners, it looks like a big, like Pontins thing, Millennium Dome thing in it with the big. It's like a big tent outside the stadium. Yeah. So that's sort of on the go, but that seems so far away. And like we joke about it, we have a laugh about it, saying like the 5th tallest waterfall in England is the one at Old Trafford from the roof, right? That's unbelievable to me. That to me is like bonkers.
It's a metaphor, isn't it?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. It is. It is like the biggest metaphor, and then the whole situation with the new ownership.
Yeah. Well, it's not really a new ownership, is it? It's a puppet.
Yeah. He's come in and spent... How much did he invest?
A fair bit.
Like a couple of billion or something?
A couple of billion, but then the cost-cutting measures, that's a whole other situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's terrible, man.
Yeah.
That's terrible. Like...
I did see some good news. The new chef that they hired, the players really like him. So, small steps forward.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They really like, from what I read, his pasta.
Oh, really?
And his rice pudding.
Oh, really?
So we could be qualifying for the Conference League this year,
you
Tom.
Never know, man. things are on the off, aren't they?
Rice pudding's nice, Tom.
Things are on the off. But you know what? So, a couple of years ago, it was before I moved here, it was actually Klopp's first year.
So was that 2015?
2016?
Yeah.
In fact, you guys that week won the FA Cup. Van Gaal against Crystal Palace.
You got the punt.
And so, but I was doing a corporate job, so I was a runner on this video shooting, Old Trafford, Carrington. It was amazing as a football fan. And I was walking around and got to meet a couple of the ex-players. Yeah. Nicky Butt was there. Yeah. It was great. Yeah.
Well, you're also an English fan anyway, so you
I
always
don't really
have...
care about England,
okay, fair enough, fair enough.
But like, just as a football fan,
Okay,
to meet
yeah,
these
yep.
people's amazing. But even then, honestly, hand on heart, I was thinking, I was a bit underwhelmed at the training facilities.
And that would have been almost 10 years ago.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And, you know, since then, I'd actually done a similar job with Everton.
Mm-hmm.
And I seen their training facilities and I thought, shit, this looks good.
Yeah.
And then when Cristiano Ronaldo came back and he was talking about, you know...
It's never changed.
The jacuzzis or whatever, the same jacuzzis. It's shocking.
Yeah.
It's like...
I kid you not, the facilities that the Western City Wanderers have in the A-League, downscaled, of course, for a Premier League giant, much better.
Yeah. They look
Much
good.
better.
I've never been in them, but they do look good.
Yeah.
They do look... We'll have to go a game still.
Oh, of course.
So, Curtis is a Wanderers fan.
Yes, big time.
And I don't officially have a club, although I have been following the Wanderers.
Beautiful.
Yeah. So, we're going to go a game and that when the season gets going again.
We'll rip a flare at the derby against NFC.
Yeah. Well, there was a controversial flare incident when we visited the last game of the season at Cheers Bar this year.
What inside?
Wasn't us. It wasn't. But someone had one. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, so, I mean, look, man, like that period's just been mad. And it's been like, you've had good coaches, Jose Mourinho,
Yeah.
Louis van Gaal,
Yeah.
Amarin's a good coach. I don't think Ten Hag is a great coach. I think he's a good coach. You know what I mean? Like,
I know what you mean.
He's gone to Leverkusen.
Yeah.
Don't be surprised to see them doing really well.
Yeah.
But yeah, just where Liverpool, the new owners came in, and I think they made some very good decisions.
Mm-hmm.
They've made some bad ones as well.
Yep.
But bringing in Klopp, the best decision. Backing him as well. Because when...
Your first season on the club wasn't great as well.
No, well...
You had to regenerate a whole team.
I think we finished 8th.
It was not good.
No, we finished 8th. We lost the League Cup final against Man City. We lost the Europa League final against Sevilla.
Yep.
But there was a feeling.
Something was building.
There was something there. It was real. It was tangible. It was like, shit, like, we look good here.
Yep.
We had a guest on recently and he was talking about the moment. I don't know if you remember that we drew against West Brom in the last minute of the game and all the players did like a... Remember that?
How can you not? That was immortalized in footballing banter history.
Yeah.
Let's go clap our fans after a 2-2 draw to West Brom.
But that moment...
That's when it went up.
King banter moment, right? Ended our banter period.
Yeah.
Because we suddenly then went into like success.
Yeah. What do you think? Maybe it was Klopp going, you need to be humbled. I'll let you guys go embarrass yourselves for a few months as the internet trolls you, but you need to learn from this. Go applaud the cop after a 2-2 draw with West Brom.
Well, I think it's a big German thing. I think basically what had happened was Klopp got pissed off because, and Keith said this on a recent podcast. We interviewed there's a Liverpool fan writer called Keith Salmon.
Yep.
He's written a couple of books about Liverpool, and he was talking about it from his perspective.
Uh-huh.
Really interesting guy, and he was talking about like, you know, the players were going to just thank the fans for being there.
Excuse
me.
Right.
I hope the microphone picked
It
that
probably
up,
did, yeah.
But you know, it was like a thank you. It was like you stayed with us until the 95th minute or whatever. And Klopp made it like very public. He was like, I don't want to be turning around and seeing people walking out on the 85th minute again.
Yeah.
But he just instilled like standards, and I think that's where I look at Man United now. And I always seen standards.
Yeah.
As a kid, I used to hate seeing United going away in Europe, seeing them dead smart blazers with the Man United, the original Man United crest on.
Yep.
The old schoolboy crest, isn't it? And I just used to look at them and go, United do it properly. That was always the way I thought about it. United do it properly.
Yep.
And I think that's what you're missing.
Yeah.
There's no who's driving the standards at Manchester United.
The thing, come back to here, to what you were talking about earlier, the two things I think we have handled wrong post-Fergie is that we haven't managed with the outside noise well at all. And each manager that has come and has gone has had a great CV. There's been various reasons that have ended up just disturbing the peace, right? Whether it be Cristiano Ronaldo coming back the second time and him and his family being very public and vocal about their opinion of the club, whether it be Jadon Sancho and Ronaldo as well with their relationship with Ten Hag. We've just never been able to. Every club goes through this, right? Every club goes through periods where there'll be an unsettled star player. Someone won't be happy. But for whatever reason, the toxicity will start to grow. Another part of that is that the pressure on the transfer fees. Fergie never really broke the bank often. Right? Not too often.
Oh, you spent fairly well, man. You look at like Ferdinand was a big buy.
Yep.
Veron.
Yep. Van Persie. Rooney as a
Van
16-year-old.
Yeah.
That's 4 over the space of 15 years that we've really just said.
And each one of them, maybe take Veron out, but the rest of them played for a long time.
Legends. The moment Fergie left, it was he's £35 million for Fellaini, who's playing as a shadow striker at Everton, but we can't put him there because we have Van Persie and Wayne Rooney. But we'll just put him at centre defensive midfield because that's what he's supposed to play. But that's not what we signed him for. Fast forward a year with Van Gaal, let's sign Di Maria for 66 million euros. But to play in a 3-5-2, where he was playing in a 4-3-3 in that Champions League run with Ancelotti, he's naturally a winger. But hey, play left wing back, play number 10, play as a left defensive midfielder, play up front, because we didn't really think, where are we going to put this guy? He's just a profile. Same with Pogba. A lot of United fans will probably debate whether or not they think Paul Pogba was a success or a failure. Maybe they didn't like his attitude. Maybe didn't try hard enough. But you think of the player that we signed who was playing in a diamond for Juventus. We weren't playing that system. He was playing in a role that was not necessarily a number 10, but a number 8. It was advanced. It was run, go forward, link up with your 3 other central midfielders. Pirlo will just keep the base and just worry about doing your thing. Find the pockets. Be a shadow with the forwards, with the fullback. You're fine. Just roam around. United, play 4-2-3-1 and just sit here and spray a long pass. And now we've wasted 80 odd million for a guy to do things that we didn't sign him for. There are so many examples. And then when things go wrong and players are disgruntled, the results aren't going their way, all of these mitigating factors, we panicked. We just panicked. We went, Fergie's not here, but we're still a big club, so let's just act like a big club. I love the fact that Klopp came in and your owners went, we're going to just bring in football people and we're going to sign Mohamed Salah, who played for Roma and Fiorentina in the Serie A, and we're going to trust that he's going to take us to the next level. Do you think United would have been watching the Serie A? And if they were, they probably would have just been watching Juventus. You went to Southampton and you went, you know what, 80 mil is a big risk for someone like a Van Dijk, but hell with it. No other big club's going to do it. Sadio Mane from Southampton as well. You were very smart. You took a step back and you went, we're a big club, but we don't need to flex our muscle financially because we are.
Well, this is like where I am at the minute, because we're at the moment we're recording this podcast, and Liverpool are spending a whole lot of money in the transfer market,
we can talk about this. Yeah. This is new territory for you guys.
New territory, right? Yeah. I'm scared shitless, man. Yeah.
You've spent how much and you haven't even signed Alexander Isak yet, if that goes over the line.
Yeah, I think I haven't got the numbers, but I think we've spent like 230 million. Pounds.
Yep. You sold a fair bit. I saw Luis Diaz is scheduled for a medical with Bayern Munich. You'll get 60 odd back.
Yeah, so I think at that point then we would have made 120 back.
Yep.
I think.
Net profit, right?
So then we've only spent 120.
Yeah.
So, but then obviously Isaac, the player wants to come. Mm-hmm. The club have got the money.
Yep.
I think it's just about when we're going to twist Newcastle's arm.
Yep.
And I think that'll depend on when Newcastle get their player.
Yep.
They've been linked with a couple of players down the road. João Pedro was linked. He gone to Chelsea. Wish is the next one linked now as well. Wish is a good player, by the way.
Brentford said
do a good job
Brentford
for you.
won't.
Yeah, Brentford are like...
They're not going to sell
we
him
don't need to
anyway.
sell him, no.
Exactly.
Yeah, we sold...
We've got rid of our
Mbeumo.
coach and we've got rid of Mbeumo.
Yeah.
Yep.
They're happy.
It's not like the striker market is full of top tier strikers, isn't it?
It's not hot. And by the way, you know Arsenal are signing a centre forward.
Gyökeres, yeah.
Gyökeres, right? I'm not saying he's going to be a flop. I think he's a good player.
Yeah.
But he's 28?
7 or 8,
27, 28.
Yeah.
He's done it in Portugal.
Mm-hmm. He's done it in Europe.
He's done it in Europe.
Yeah.
So he's got, he's got good credibility coming in.
Yep.
It's
big expectations.
It's a big expectation.
Yeah.
And if Liverpool had signed him, I still would have been like we signed Ekitike. Great signing. But Ekitike is not enough.
No.
I still think we need that top number 9.
This is what's interesting, right? I look at Liverpool signings this year, and you bring up Gyökeres coming in from Portugal. Ekitike, for example, what cost 70, 80 million pounds.
Yeah.
Not worth that money, but the transfer market is just all over the shop. We're both probably valued at 10 million pounds each, and we don't even play.
You get 10 minutes out of me, though.
And the great 10 minutes.
Great 10 minutes, man, and then I'll be signaling into the bench, yeah.
But if you were to sign Isaac, you've signed Florian Wirtz, which is another thing that I wanted to discuss as well. How do you fit all these guys in? I've mocked up this idea of, okay, what will Liverpool look like? I'm a big AC Milan fan, so I rewatched the friendly over the weekend as well. And I'm trying to understand Wirtz playing as a false 9 and whatnot. The leap to the Premier League has become so high and demanding that before Florian Wirtz, the next big thing out of Germany was someone called Kai Havertz. And Kai Havertz was playing at Leverkusen, where his role was specified to the system that they were playing. It wasn't an 8, it wasn't a 10, it wasn't a 7, it wasn't a 9. It was just the old shadow striker where you can kind of go and find your pocket on the right, you can come back in onto your left foot. Under Alonso with Wirtz in Germany, somewhat of a similar role, more so shadowing that left pocket, coming onto his dominant right foot. You watch him play for the national team, it's quite inconsistent. Germany are trying to figure out what they're going to do, right? They're still trying to bounce back from winning the World Cup in 2014. We saw some glimpses at the Euros last year. But you had such a dominant season last year. And the fullback's smart. Frimpong, I've never really seen him succeed in a back four. That's what's going to be interesting. Leverkusen, he wasn't necessarily just a wing back. There are a lot of the times Alonso told him to go play in the front 3. But Liverpool, he's expected, you have to be in a wing back. As a fullback. You're right back, where his predecessor copped a lot of flack for his defensive liabilities in Alexander-Arnold. But you've signed someone who's way more attacking minded in Frimpong. But again, you're also making that jump to the Premier League. Kirk has fantastic signing. Very jealous of that signing. And then you add in Ekitike, who you spent a lot of money on. You add in Isaac, probably, right? Probably will sign for you. But then where does that leave someone like Szoboszlai? Is now Szoboszlai the guy where you go, hey man, you did great last year. Honestly, fantastic last year. But we're going to rotate the squad a lot and you're going to get limited minutes. You're welcome.
Yeah. So I think we talked about it quite a lot at the end of the season. Because we only started the pod in March.
Yeah.
So, but when we first started the pod, I'd said a couple of times, if Szoboszlai is going to play in the 10, he needs more goals and assists. And I still think he still needs more goals and assists. But he added that to his game. It started happening. I think once we started playing with a consistent 9, which was actually Luis Diaz, who obviously is on his way out, I think we started seeing the better of Szoboszlai because he had a consistent player.
Yep.
The honest answer is, I don't know how this team is going to shape up. I'm not convinced it will be the same formation as last season.
Yep.
Right? So last season we were basically a four at the back.
Mm-hmm.
Our two fullbacks were not adventurous. Pretty much ever. Trying to get a bit more leeway, and Andy Robertson
will
take a moment and he'll pop up. But generally speaking, I think Slot liked to isolate his left winger. He wanted Gakpo on his own, running at a fullback. He didn't want 2 versus 2. This season, it's going to be interesting because I think we have the choice to play a typical back four. We can play Conor Bradley at right back, and I think he's going to play a lot of minutes. He had a good season last year. We've still got Andy Robertson there. It looks like he might stay now. You got Shimikas, who does a job. But yeah, I see Frimpong playing very, very high.
That's where he likes to be.
Yeah, man, because he looks like a player up there. I think playing him there affects Salah. Salah plays closer to the goal.
So you're putting him more centrally.
So we're narrowing that part of the field there. I think pretty much Gakpo will be the choice on the left. Isaac will be the choice in the centre.
So then where's Wirtz?
I think so. So Wirtz will play in the 10.
Okay.
I think.
Okay.
Consistently.
Yep.
Which will affect Szoboszlai.
Yes.
I think most games, I think he'll go Grafenberg McAllister.
Yep.
As the double pivot.
Yep.
But I think against some teams, you can afford to say, we're going to take Grafenberg out. We're going to play Szoboszlai in there. We're going to get Maka to sit. And Szoboszlai is going to use his creative energy to get up and down the pitch.
See, this is the thing, right? And I'm not, I just want to, I know most people here are Liverpool fans, right? So I really, I'm not trying to be a hater.
Let's hear it, man.
But the Premier League has just gotten to a point where any game you could cough up. If you're not prepared properly, you can cough that up. The fact that like a Brighton can comfortably outbid an AC Milan, right? It's not like Brighton, well, not that they were in the Premier League 20 years ago, but maybe their equivalent was Blackburn. You probably wouldn't be too stressed going to Ewood Park or Blackburn coming to Anfield thinking, oh, you know what, we'll just go full attacking. McAllister, you just sit deep. Now we're going to have a 6, 2 10s, and your fullbacks just keep running, wingers just overload that final third. You could probably get away with that. I don't think you can get away with that anymore. I really don't. And I think you were so good last year because you could just see what the organization was. Whether you're away to a smaller team or you're at home to a bigger club, whether it was a 4-2-3-1 or you're playing a 4-3-3, it didn't matter. You just knew, this makes sense. From the first third to the final third, this makes sense. I can see how the ball is going to go from Van Dijk all the way up to the top to Mohamed Salah. This makes sense. And obviously I want this to happen because I don't like Liverpool, but to be fair, just be a footballing fan, my worry is, are you biting off more than you can chew with the amount of change that you've done? And I'm a believer in you should always look for a thing to change no matter how successful you were. Man City got caught out with that last season. Caught out heavily. Rolled the same team, couple new players, figured out. You've gone the other extreme where here's just a whole bunch of new toys, and I don't want to say disrupt the peace, but there's got to be some sort of fear in you and maybe other Liverpool fans where it's, have we bitten off more than we can chew? And the money, I mean, Ekitike, you've essentially spent that much money to be your backup striker. That's a figure that's more than what Gyökeres is.
Yeah, look, 100%, I completely hear what you're saying. A lot of new toys.
And the step up to the Premier League, like I mentioned Havertz before, sorry to cut you off, but he struggled.
I know.
He struggled, and the Premier League just become this mammoth competition.
But he doesn't have to be. So when we signed Nunes. I think Nunes is a great example of a player who's not a bad player.
Yep.
He's a good fucking footballer, this guy.
Yep.
Don't get me wrong.
He's going to miss a sitter.
He's going to miss a sitter, right?
Yeah.
But he will equally score an absolute cracker.
Yep.
He will run for 90 minutes and he will tear centre-backs apart.
Yeah, he will drop a shoulder as well.
I promise you this, right? There's not a centre-back in the Premier League who looks at the team sheet that day and goes, yeah, playing against Nunes today.
Yeah.
No chance.
No.
Not having it.
No.
Nunes hasn't quite hit it at Liverpool, and I'm still confident that, by the way, big rumours, he's staying.
But then what's the point? You get Isaac, you have Ekitike, you have Nunes, you do a false nine with Wirtz one game.
But we could do Ekitike from the left.
Oh, you don't want to do that.
We could do Nunes from the left as an option.
What's happening? We playing FIFA.
That's where I get all my tactical knowledge from. I'm no expert. But it didn't quite happen for Nunes, and there's no guarantee it's ever going to happen when you're bringing in a player, especially from a different league.
Yep.
Kai Havertz will point to his Champions League,
had his
medal
moment.
and his goal.
Yeah, had his moment.
And say, hey, he's come twice in the Premier League a couple of times being a key player for Arsenal. Arsenal haven't got the job done. That's not his fault. And the Euros for Germany, he could win the World Cup next year.
I don't think he's really involved too much
No,
anymore.
he's not, but he might be when it comes.
Yeah, he might be, yeah.
He might be. But, yeah, so I think players like Ekitike, as I was saying, if Ekitike was the main centre forward who we'd signed, and I was hoping he was going to be the man, let's be honest, to also replace Jota, a goal scorer if there ever was one.
Yep.
I would be really nervous about that. I am nervous about the idea that we've got all these new players with new attributes who are coming in, because you never quite know how that's going to sit. What I am excited about there is that, like last season, you're right in saying you'd watch Liverpool and it'd be like, this is the way they're playing and this is the way they're going to do it. We never really had a plan B. The gaffer had changed formation a little bit sometimes. We'd play a flat three in midfield. Then we'd invite Trent up the pitch a bit more, but it's much of a muchness.
And it's fair because you want to contend in Europe this year as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And to be honest, PSG knocked us out on pens, mate. They played us off the park.
You shouldn't have got to penalties.
No.
Yeah.
Like,
for 2 legs.
Yeah.
They
were amazing.
Yep.
Alisson Becker was man of the match away, and that says a lot.
Yeah.
Well, look, we'll move on because we can talk forever. I can talk forever about Liverpool. But yeah, like, I think there's a lot to see, but Liverpool had to do a lot of business. Andy Robertson is aging. Trent's gone. Obviously with Jota, we needed another 9 anyway. Luis Diaz wanted the bigger contract. They weren't going to give him it, so we still need to get another attacker.
Yeah.
And I think when you get the chance to sign Wirtz,
you got to do it.
You get him. And I think that's where we are. So I don't know. Man.
It's not Wirtz I'm necessarily worried about. It's the system around Wirtz.
Yeah. But he was awesome against Milan.
He's a great player.
Yeah.
I hate that he signed for you guys. Yeah. But I'm a big fan of his.
Yeah. I like him. Should we do some
Actually, let me get a joke.
Oh yeah,
I'm going to do my joke. I'm going to read it though off my phone. I credit to you for remembering the stand-up routine.
I forgot most of the joke as I was telling it.
This one's short and sweet, and I haven't come up with this. It just fell into my lap on Facebook the other night, and I thought, Tom's going to love it.
Go on then.
So last night, Will Sutton scored against Sutton. I was wondering if that's ever happened before. Did James Chester ever score against Chester? Did Dwight York ever score against York? And did Stephen Kuntz ever score against Liverpool? Who knows? Who knows?
You wouldn't believe it. Like 5 Man United fans have sent me that.
It's a great joke. It's a great joke. We're a proud fan base. That's how algorithms work, Tom. It knows how to hit the demographic.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's where you get hate. Did you know I one of the biggest mistakes of my life was I basically got wind from a source in Liverpool that Trent was staying. Did you see my video?
Yeah, I did.
Got 114,000 views, right?
Yeah.
And so much fucking hate. Oh, man.
You know what? I watched it and I'm thinking, man,
Guys, put his balls on the block.
I hope Tom's going to be right about this.
Man, I tell you. But you know what? Like,
Can I just quickly? I don't know how much time you have. Right?
no, man.
But
Come on.
so my brother Isaac.
Yeah.
He
follows the pod.
Yeah, he follows the pod.
Yeah.
He really doesn't like Trent Alexander-Arnold. He loved him, right? Just for context, he was one of his favorite players. Maybe there was a period where he was his favorite player, right? He has an Alexander-Arnold jersey. I don't know what he's done with it. But he's now rooting for him to fail at Real Madrid. Obviously, there's a lot of context and there's a lot of passion because he's a local lad, right? You viewed him as a future club captain, one club player, etc. Where do you sit with Trent and how the whole situation went down and now him being at Real Madrid? And obviously you going viral for the wrong reasons.
Yeah. God. Isaac, thanks so much for following the pod. First of all. So the way it happened, really upset about. I think the way it happened was disgusting. I think he knew he was going for a long time.
It looked like it, didn't it?
And it could have potentially derailed our title running.
You were lucky that no one was really there with you, hey?
Yeah.
Imagine that goes down and you have a 5-point lead.
Yeah. And I think what really helped them was we weren't really as bothered anymore because Salah had signed, Van Dijk had signed.
Yeah. There was a genuine fear all three would have gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so look, I think from like a football fan, like the way it happened to me wasn't right. As a Liverpool fan, like I can't understand. I understand Real Madrid are a super club, but like he had like such a unique opportunity to like win the lottery.
Yep.
As a Scouse lad, be the captain, probably win a couple more big trophies.
Yeah.
Be a big part of the team.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like win the lottery, like, you know, and to give that up is a big thing. But I understand as well that, you know, Real Madrid are a super club. To go and play there and be a success there.
Most players don't say no, do they?
Most players don't say no.
Yeah.
And I completely get it. And on a personal level, you know, I left Liverpool for a better life. You know, if he wants to go and experience Spain, live a bit of a different life, try a bit of a different culture.
It's around the corner for you guys in England.
No, I know, but it's different, man. It's not like driving up to bloody
my brother likes bringing up that part of the reason he did was to see his boyfriend, Jude Bellingham.
Yeah, they do love each other, don't they?
They're very cute together.
You know what makes me laugh about it all is we all thought that Trent was going to get Bellingham to Liverpool.
Yeah.
And it turns out Bellingham got Trent to Real.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, look, like I'm still obviously, you can probably tell, I'm still a little bit bitter about it. Like at the end of the day, he's a Scouser. Like whether we like it or not, when he gets a spare 5 minutes, he'll be watching Liverpool on the telly. Yeah. Like he's still a Liverpool fan. Yeah. And
like fast forward 10 years, right? Time will heal.
Oh, he'll go back to being a legend.
Of course.
You know. Like,
is there an element though, right? Because you brought up, you know, he could have won the lottery. And the last, since when did really Klopp start get going? 2018, maybe? Yeah. You really started looking like, they're going to be a threat for every trophy they're in. But when you backdate that with not winning the title since, what was it, 91? 90? Early 90s was your last title, right? So you had this whole long period where you're watching United do their thing. Now Manchester City are doing their thing. And yes, Klopp won one league title, a Champions League title. Yeah. Is there an element of regret's not the right word to use because you're not involved. You're not the manager. But as a Liverpool fan, this last era, as great as it's been for you, and you won the league title last year, but it's really been Manchester City's era. And is there an element of, Trent, if you just had stayed, there's so much more that we have to do because it's not our era. We've had our moment because you won the Champions League. That's great. Chelsea won the Champions League, but it hasn't been Chelsea's period for the last 6 years. They've mostly been kind of crap, albeit they're somehow world champions. Is that a factor as well for Liverpool fans, do you think? At his age, with so much time left in his career, wearing the captain's armband, being the face of Liverpool, being a Scouse lad, going, United used to say, we got to knock Liverpool off their perch, but you still have to knock City off their perch. Pep's not going away.
In that sense, yeah. Like, in terms of perch, the Man City since Pep's came in have been a different machine. And it would be great for people to look back in 10 years and go, shit, that was Liverpool's 10 years. Yeah. Which is going to be tough.
Yes.
It's going to be really tough. I think Chelsea will continue to be around competitive. I can't see Arsenal going away for a long time, actually. Although I can see the coach disappearing.
And then you factor in as well, because it's the Premier League. Once Newcastle figure out how to deal with PSR rules, right? They got Saudi money to play with. United will eventually figure it out. And then the last few years, we've seen Villa cause headaches, Brighton's caused headaches, West Ham. There's always going to be like 8 teams every season. I'm not saying 8 teams winning the league, but you have 7 other opponents that will cause you headaches and will dictate how that Premier League table will look by the end of the season.
Yeah. The thing is for me, and I'm sure you feel this way as a Man United fan, like I can't shake this feeling, and I've had it since I was little, and I think it's the I'm not saying I'm like I've got the mentality of a super successful person, because often I'm lazy and sit on the couch and watch The Office all day, right?
It's a great show.
Yeah, it's a good show, right? But the mentality as a Liverpool fan, and my mentality is like, well, what's next? And I can't shake it. It's always been the way it's been.
Is it more of a pessimistic approach or an optimistic approach? Just so I get a better understanding.
I think like it's good. This is like a therapy session.
Look at us, friends. Reds, right?
Reds. Yeah. I think it's like it's never enough. It's never enough. If we win 1, I want us to win 2. If we win 2, I want us to win 3.
You don't want to stop.
If we didn't win 3, why didn't we win 3? We should win 4.
Like, do you look back at the 2009 Premier League season, right, where you beat us 4-1 at Old Trafford, and you beat us twice that season, and you didn't come close to winning the league title? It was like 7 points in the end. Yeah. You still look back at that and go, how did we mess that up?
I sometimes and genuinely sit there. The 2013-14 season.
Chris Stenball, shout out.
Right. That season we played West Brom away. And I think it was 2-2. Victor Anichebe scored for West Brom.
Haven't heard that name in a long time.
Yeah, Big Vic.
Big
Vic, man. But Colo Touré give the ball away. And it's burnt in my brain. Yeah. I cannot shake the thought.
And like, don't let it fucking slip. And then you slip.
Yeah. I was at Anfield. Steven Gerrard slipped right in front of me, in front of the car. Like.
I don't mean to laugh, but yeah, I do as well.
Right? But like, let's mention the 7-0 again. But like, as a Liverpool fan, I'm like, we won the league, obviously, this season. And I'm like, great.
It's not going to last.
No, it's not that. It's, well, we need to go and win it next season. And we need to go and win the Champions League next season.
Yep.
Like, that's just the way I am. So, like, when I see Trent, when I see people saying, but Trent's done it. He's done it for you. I'm like, no, he hasn't.
No, because
he's still got 3 years, 4, 5 years to do it.
It's not a legacy. You want a legacy.
I want everything to be a legacy. Yeah, exactly.
Do you just quickly, man, we could be here for ages now. You know how Liverpool love to remind us all about how many Champions Leagues they've won in England. Do you think much about the fact that yes, you've got 5 and Man U's got
We've got six.
You've got six. Sorry, you've got six, right? And no one in England is coming close to that. But you're so far removed from a Real Madrid.
Yeah. Funny enough, we were talking about this on the recent podcast with my brother. They won 5 in a row when the European Cup started.
I'm a Dragons fan in the NRL, mate. We won 11. You gotta cling to history, Tom.
11 in a row?
Yeah.
Did you?
50s throughout the 60s, yeah.
Jesus.
Someone's got to win it back then.
Oh, no, you were in Sydney then, weren't you?
Yeah, St. George, yeah, still St. George, yeah.
11 in a row, wow. But like 5 in a row, so 5 in a row tells a big story there. I mean, again, not to discredit the European Cup, like it is what it is. We are so far away from that. And I'm sure Real Madrid fans will be able to tell you all of those times, right?
Yeah.
Oh, this player scored that, Sergio Ramos did that, and whatever. I'm sure they can. They love their football club. But when Steven Gerrard said this about, his dad said to him when he was on the verge of joining Chelsea, you can go to Chelsea and be a success, but it won't mean anything to you. Like one trophy would mean at Liverpool. And I have no doubt Alexander-Arnold, he's one of the best technical players I've seen. Best passer. He'll go to Real Madrid, he'll be a success. Convinced of it. Because if they win the league there and the Champions League, he'll probably come back to England after that and say, I've done it. So I think he'll be a success, but that feeling. Here's what I think about Trent Isaac, and this is the last point I'll make on Trent, and then we'll move on. We'll do our 5-a-sides. He robbed himself of the greatest day of his life. When he was leaving and whatever, if he would have done it earlier, on an international break or whatever, make the announcements, all official through the club, I'm going to be leaving at the end of the season. Yeah. I love yous. It's time for me to have a new thing. We all have a couple of weeks to be really pissed off. At the end of the season, we've already done the booze and whatever, which was inevitable. Gets to the end of the season, he gets to do his moment. I weren't happy that when we won the league, the cameras are following him round on the pitch and he's giving it all this, right? Yeah. Bullshit, right? Not caught.
Crocodile tears.
Crocodile tears, right? Yeah. And then that day on that bus, we're there with his people who loved him. He should have been the parting hero. He has earned it to be the Scouser who's done good and he won the big trophy with his club. Yeah. And he robbed himself of that because no one on that bus waved at that fucking cunt, to tell you. No one waved at him that day, mate. So there is that as well. I was watching it. We were in Cheers bars watching us lift the trophy, and every time he picked up the trophy, I was like, put that trophy down. That's terrible, you know what I mean?
Disinfect the trophy.
Yeah, disinfect the trophy. Get the wand out the bin and send this bitch back to Madrid, you know what I mean? I was upset. Right. So we wanted to do our 5-a-side, ultimate 5-a-side. Yep. Right? Yep. So it's tough. It's tough, this one. And we need to work together on this. Yep.
I've simplified it for myself, or for you as well.
I need that. Thank you.
I've only listed 3. And I assume we're just talking about the Premier League Euro.
Well, we'll stick to the Premier League because it's what we know. Yeah. I mean, obviously, there's great players in
apparently Bobby Charlton was good. I'm not sure.
Bobby Charlton, Georgie Best, Kenny Dalglish.
Apparently, these guys were all right.
Yeah, these guys were good, right?
Yeah. I have simplified it for.
But we'll talk Premier League. But we'll go through it. So we're going to have a goalkeeper. We're going to have a defender, 2 midfielders. Yep. And a striker. Yep. Let's go in goal.
Well, I feel like there's just going to be one debate. It's between a man that won it all repeatedly or Alisson Becker. So I'm going to say Peter Schmeichel, and I think that's fair. If you want to bring up Dudek, we'll just do it for banter.
Yeti Dudek, the miracle in Istanbul.
See, you actually told me to pick out some of my favorite games, and one of my favorite games is because of Dudek. And it's Diego Forlan. But in a serious note, my pick is Peter Schmeichel.
We talked about that.
Yeah.
Because we did a podcast recently, Memorable Goals.
Uh-huh.
And I talked about that one where Dudek drops the ball through his legs.
Such a
Forlan
bad.
scores.
I rewatched it today because I was just making notes. I was like, oh, it's still funny.
Heartbreaking. Right, so I will see your Peter Schmeichel.
Uh-huh.
And what I'll say about Peter Schmeichel is, growing up as a kid, I was a goalkeeper.
Uh-huh.
And I was bloody good, wasn't I, Dad? Apparently, I used to get beat at my near post a lot. But I can't remember this.
Can't be beat at your near post.
I did definitely get lobbed a lot, which was something Schmeichel had going for him as well. But I loved Peter Schmeichel. I used to have the Roosh goalie gloves.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Classic Schmeichel.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I don't think he should be in our five-a-side team. I think our goalkeeper should be Alisson Becker, and I'm going to say why.
Okay.
I think it's five-a-side. We're going to need a possession-based model. Right?
You need someone to play it out from the back.
I think Alisson Becker in goal, great feet, great goalkeeper, shot stopper, he can do all that.
Of course.
But he'll be able to step up a little bit as the last line of defence, great ball player, and might allow a little bit of an overload. So I want Alisson Becker.
This is where I counter with you. It's five-a-side, so it's five-a-side goals. You're not getting lobbed, right? So we can get that. I've been lobbed. Tom, maybe that's just because you're not that good. Right? So you're not getting lobbed.
Yeah.
But one thing that with five-a-side, because yes, there's three big things for a goalkeeper in five-a-side. Obviously, the ability to save a ball. It's a given. Playing out from the back is another given. But there are a lot of times where you need your goalkeeper to get the fuck forward and you need to try and score a goal and create havoc because it's five-a-side and it allows you to do that. And there is no other custodian in the world of football, in the history of football, that would compete with Peter Schmeichel when it comes to that.
Well, I think he scored 4 professional goals.
No, but the fact that imagining Peter just having to run out and just cause chaos.
Well, let's not forget either, Alisson Becker did score a header against West Brom.
Man, you guys have great memories with West Brom.
Every podcast, all we talk about
is that a rivalry, Liverpool versus West Brom?
No, it's just, I don't know why, but I've been to West Brom away a whole bunch of times. I don't know, it's just one of them. It's just one of them away days.
It's just the ritual for Liverpool fans.
Go and see the baggies. All right, well, let's say, look, I'm going to give you Peter Schmeichel.
We can come back to it because I might, if we have to be fair.
We're settling it in.
Are we locking it in?
Yeah.
It's Peter.
Oh, okay. I'm happy to go with Peter.
Yep.
Although I will say, I will be talking to people behind your back saying it should have been Alisson Becker. Okay. Right, so
I want to do deck for fun, but okay.
Defender.
Yeah, so from a United perspective, with the way five-a-side is, balls on the ground a lot of the time, my pick has to be Rio Ferdinand.
Yeah.
But if you wanted to throw in Van Dijk, I'm happy with that.
I don't think we need to throw in Van Dijk. I think Van Dijk gets it at a canter.
Yeah, that's fair.
Fair. I think he's the best. I think he's the best centre-back of the Premier League era.
That's a whole other episode.
Yeah,
we just debate. We just go back and forth.
That's a whole different thing. And the reason I say that is because he has the pure aggression of a Vidic.
Yeah.
And the skill of a Rio.
In an era where there's not many good strikers as well, but
I mean, it is true.
Yeah.
Although you could argue that the tactical setup of teams is different because now you're playing a 4-3-3, so you're playing great wingers.
Yeah.
And you're playing great wingers every week.
Yep.
You're playing Bournemouth, you're playing Brighton, you're
West
coming
Brom.
up against great West Brom. Big Vic. So Van Dijk goes in, but I will say, if it weren't Van Dijk, it would have had to have been Rio.
And look, in my personal opinion, Nemanja Vidic is my guy.
Great player.
But because you specify that this is five-a-side, Rio is above Vidic. But Van Dijk is perfect for a five-a-side tournament anyway.
Yeah. If we were picking an 11 or a change of shape in the 5, I would have been happy to go Vidic and Van Dijk.
I would have preferred
Beautiful
that.
centre-back partnership.
Yep.
But we wanted to be a bit top-heavy, didn't we?
Yes.
Let's talk about the midfield.
Okay.
I'm going to start
Okay.
because
What are we looking at here? Midfield. Is it two wingers? Is it two central midfielders? Are we expecting players to roam around all over the pitch? I'm just asking that because we only have 4 outfielders here. Like a Roy Keane is a different to a Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yeah.
You could classify as a winger. I'm just asking.
I think we want
What do we
players
want?
you're not going to get the ball off,
Okay.
aren't we? That's
Okay.
what we want. Players who
We're retaining possession.
we're going to keep the ball, but they're also going to be able to break the line,
Yes.
break the line,
Okay.
and deal with an opposition.
So we're looking at like a Stevie G, Paul Scholes partnership.
I think this is our partnership.
Yeah.
Stevie G's in there because he's obviously a player who he's going to get back and forth.
Uh-huh.
He's going to be a bit of a headless chicken at times,
Yeah.
but in a good way.
Yeah.
He's going to break the line. Whoever we've got up front, that's going to be one, isn't it? Whoever we've got up front, he's going to get up there with. He's going to get back and out Van Dijk. Schmeichel's up for corners and shit, so we're going to have to get someone tracking back. Stevie's in there,
Schmeichel is a top goal scorer.
and Stevie's going to score your goals.
Can I tell you something? This is my favorite Steven Gerrard memory, right? 2006 FA Cup final against West Ham. It was 06, wasn't it? So we used to all get together at a family friend's house, whether it be big Socceroos matches, FA Cup finals was tradition. You'd have a big projector and turn into a big TV. They would take bets. What's the score going to be? I was only 10, so I'm not gambling, right? But my dad's brought me along. I know all these old men. And he asked me, all right, I'll do a bet for myself, and then I'll just double the money. What's your bet? If you win the money.
So you were gambling.
Technically, unofficially,
Yeah.
through my dad's money.
Yeah, I used to do it all the time. Yeah.
So
yeah.
they're writing it down. I go 3-3. My dad goes, you're an idiot. I'm going to put 2-2.
No.
But that was his bet. And I went, no, put 3-3. That's my bet, 3-3. And then, even though I was supporting West Ham throughout the entire final,
Yeah.
Steven Gerrard pulls a rabbit out of his ass, and I get the money because they were playing up until the 90th minute. So thanks, Stevie.
Yeah.
Thanks,
there
Stevie.
you go, Stevie. Pay for his college. Now he's a podcast producer. Imagine what his life would have been like without that $30.
It's all for Steve.
Yeah.
It's all for Steve.
All right. So you want Paul Scholes in there?
With what you're describing, what we want, I think that's a great partnership.
I think Paul Scholes will be really good.
Yeah, but the only issue is he's going to break a leg.
Yeah.
He's going to hurt someone.
It's short games. It's only 5 sides. He'll be all right. No, Paul Scholes, great passer,
Yeah.
great shooter.
Yeah,
Tough to get the ball off him. He can come in, sit in, play deep with Van Dijk as well.
yeah,
Those two will have the ball.
yeah.
Paul Scholes gets in.
This is going to be quite controversial now because we have one position to go.
Right.
And I mean, I had Ronaldo and Rooney in my notes. I can imagine what your notes would be like.
Yeah.
We're making some big calls here.
All right. So I think the first thing I'll say is we're putting this on the merits of when they played for our clubs, right?
Yep.
I would say Wayne Rooney will be brilliant.
He would. That's my first
He would
thought.
be.
Yeah.
Because he would be getting around as well with the other players.
He won't stop running.
No.
And you'll hurt someone, which is nice to see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's going to be in there. And you know
He'll
what?
be barking.
You could say, Wayne, just do us a favour, just drop back, play alongside Verge for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And he'd be like, yeah, all right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He'd do it for you, wouldn't he?
Uh-huh.
Wayne would be a good shout.
Uh-huh.
Berbatov.
This is the thing with Berbatov, though. He's not going to run.
No, I know.
He will hold it up brilliantly and he'll pull a goal out of his ass out of nothing. But he's not running. You got to run in five-a-side.
Yeah, you have, yeah.
You got to run.
Yeah. I'd love Mo Salah, but
It's not working in this system, is it?
I don't think it's working.
Nah, it's not.
Because we're not going to get the chance to use his explosive pace.
Nah.
And that's one of the key components of his game.
Yep.
And it hurts me to say that, but for that reason, I think Mo doesn't get in.
David Ngog, maybe.
Yeah. Hey, he scored a fucking cracking goal against you lot at Anfield. 2-0 where he went round the keeper and Pepe Reina ran up. By the way, I was asking people to send in their United memories. Obviously, everyone was jumping on the 7-0s, the 5-0s.
Yeah, classic.
Jack texted me, my brother, and he was like, remind Curtis of when Gerrard stamped on Herrera at Anfield and got sent off. I was like, yeah, I'll mention it.
That's just it's one of mine.
I'll mention it. Oh, is it? Yeah, one of the best moments.
That was so poetic. And you listeners are gonna hate me saying this. I never hated Steven Gerrard. You know, he's one of those guys where you're like, man, you're an icon.
He's just so good.
But it was so great listing all these shit United players that had won Premier League titles over Steven Gerrard, right? And then obviously Christian Bull happened, then the last season happened, and you're like, okay, we know this is it for Stevie G. Oh, he's on the bench today against United. His last game against United, he's on the bench. This is crazy. This is a big call. Comes on, gets a red card at Anfield. You lose.
Yeah.
That was a very, very funny moment that I will remember forever.
Well, it was horrible for me. But you know what I remember? After the game, I posted on Facebook.
Yeah.
And it was the photo with Gerrard standing over Herrera. And I was like, nice one.
Nice one.
Yeah.
If you can't beat him, just hurt him.
Do the job. Strikers.
It's got to be Rooney, I think.
Look.
Because look.
I don't think it is Rooney.
Who are you going to say?
I want to push forward. I've got two options that I think could both play.
Okay.
The first one, they're both Liverpool players, obviously.
Of course.
The first one is maybe an outside thought, but think about the way that we're playing this football. Right? We've got energy, we've got passion, good goal scorer. Yeah, we've got Bobby Firmino. Right?
Okay. I don't mean to lie. I'm not disrespecting him. I just... Okay. Yep.
Curtis isn't loving that. All right. Let me throw another one at you then.
Okay.
We've got skill.
Uh-huh.
We've got energy. We've got almost certainly a red card in there.
Yeah.
We've got very possibly a racist.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, fair enough.
We've got Luis Suarez.
Uh-huh. So Patrice Evra can't be in the team.
No, Patrice is on the bench for this reason, right? We've got the 2013-14 season. Luis Suarez.
You don't want a league-winning striker?
I think he got 34. but Luis is like just kicking the ball off the walls.
He's very similar to Wayne Rooney.
Yeah. But I think he's better.
That trophy cabinet would suggest otherwise.
I think Luis Suarez is individually his 2013-14 season trumps any Wayne Rooney season.
Well, I do remember that. What was a diamond that you had? Coutinho and Sturridge and Suarez. Sterling was in there as well. I mean, Rodgers did very well.
Yeah.
Until the end.
Yeah.
But he did very well.
We overachieved with that team.
You really did. From the year prior and then the year after. Yeah. You really did.
Yeah.
And you got so close. Look, in my opinion, the best striker is Ronaldo. Right? And when he left, he was Ballon d'Or winner. And he'd won everything multiple times. But I do agree with how we're approaching this from a systematic point of view. And it's a toss-up between Rooney and Suarez.
Right, come on, let's flip a coin.
You can flip the coin.
I'm going to flip.
In absolute fairness, it should just be Wayne Rooney. England, Tom, do it for England.
I don't care about England. And he's an Everton fan. Right, so we've got heads or tails. What do you want?
Give me Wayne Rooney for his hairline. Head.
Tails.
It's tails.
Tails never fails. Luis Suarez, get in. Don't go biting anyone and don't be horrible to anyone either. Before we go, should we do a trivia?
Yeah.
Right, so everyone who's playing along at home or wants to play along, an hour and 34 minutes. I'm going to cut it into two.
Yeah, fair enough.
2 parts. So we're going to do some questions that Chelsea wrote. So we're going to write it in our phones. We're going to write it in our phones and we're going to do the answers. So obviously I've not seen these questions. So we'll see how they go. Everyone, write your questions in. I'll ask you on social media how you do. Which club has won more English league titles overall?
Oh, so just everything. League titles.
Well,
Okay.
won more English league titles.
That has to include everything. Otherwise, it's an obvious answer. It's too obvious otherwise.
English league titles? I don't know.
We're talking top tier, right? First division dash Premier League.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what we're talking about.
All right, that was number 1. Number 2, which player has played for both Liverpool and Manchester United? There's a few.
Is there?
Good questions, these, babe.
I mean,
All right, let's say most recent.
most recent.
Which player has most recently played for Liverpool and Manchester United?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's see what number 3 is. Okie dokie. Who scored the winning goal in the FA Cup final between Liverpool and United in '96?
Is that the infamous white suits?
Yeah, the Spice Boys.
The Spice Boys. God, they looked awful.
You know what I was saying? You know when we won the league this year?
Bring them back.
Yeah, I was like, they should bring them back as just like a massive fuck you to everyone.
They're You know how you were talking about you're watching United in Europe wearing those nice suits? My first thought when you said that was thinking about the Spice Boys.
Yeah.
God, what would have Tom been thinking back then?
Oh, well, I was only 6. I probably wanted one. Question number 4. Who was founded first, Liverpool or Manchester United? Oh, shit, the bed. And number 5. Who was the first player sent off in a Premier League match between Liverpool and Man United?
In the Premier League match, that's a hard question. If anyone actually gets this right, I'll be thoroughly impressed.
The first player, wasn't it? The first player sent off in a Premier League match between Liverpool and Man United.
I'm gonna shoot for the stars here.
I mean, there's red cards every year, wasn't it?
I'm just gonna trying to do a guesstimate, do some maths.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a big guess as well. Right, are you ready for the answers?
Yep.
The question was, which club has won more English league titles overall?
I think it's tied.
It's joint. Yeah.
20, right?
Yeah, 20
Yeah.
each. Which player most recently played for both Liverpool and Manchester United?
Is that Owen?
Michael Owen.
You know what I found? I'm from Mauritius, right? You know that last time I went to Mauritius, I was at the shop at the market. I see a fake Michael Owen Manchester United jersey. You know your boy bought that just to rub it in. Look at this Liverpool legend, Premier League winner, Michael Owen.
Broke me heart when Michael went there, I tell you. Number 3, who scored the winning goal in the FA Cup final between Liverpool and United?
I think
'96?
it was Cantona.
It was
Cantona, yeah.
It was Eric Cantona.
Yeah, these last two, I'm not entirely too sure.
Okay. Which club was founded first, Liverpool or Manchester United?
I guess Man U, the old green and gold, Newtown Heath.
Yeah, so Newton Heath was founded in 1878 and Liverpool was 1892. So it was Manchester United.
You were Liverpool from day one? You didn't do a name change, brand change?
No, well, we were originally a club with Everton.
You split.
And they left
Yeah,
and we were Liverpool.
Yep.
Because, they're like one of the old trivia things is like, who played at Anfield first?
Right, okay.
Who was the first player sent off in the Premier League match between Liverpool and Manchester United?
Did you have to guess or do you know? I guessed. I guessed Steve McManaman.
Did you? I guessed Steve Bruce.
Okay, who was it?
But the answer was Dennis Irwin.
Fair enough.
God.
Fair enough, Dennis Irwin.
So that was the 5. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4 out of 5.
I got 4. The last one was the only one I got wrong.
Well done.
Look at us as Reds.
Hey, up the piss boiling Reds down under. Well, I think that's pretty much it. I think maybe what we'll do is, when the season gets going, maybe we'll do something else. Maybe we'll do some social content.
Yeah, for
and
sure,
we'll
for
do some
sure.
predictions for the season because we don't know at the minute.
No.
It's so open.
Look, I like who we've signed so far,
Yeah.
and that's all I can say.
Yeah.
That's all I can say so far.
I think Mbuemo's going to be a good signing.
I think Cunha's a great
I
signing.
think Cunha is a great signing. Do you think he's going to play as a 9?
No, I think he'll be on the left. I think we need a striker.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cunha's good not being the isolated man up front. We played West Ham yesterday, day before.
Yeah.
Bruno and him together just look great linking up. Yeah, so Hoyland had some good chances that he just doesn't have the quality. But I think, according to reports, we're looking at someone like Benjamin Sesko.
Yeah.
A Gyökeres. We need a player like an Isaac. We need a big body who's going to get you goals. That's what Amarin did at Sporting Lisbon with Gyökeres. That's what we need. Hoyland has the physical attributes. He just doesn't have the quality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think one of the big things for me is with you lot is, I think he's a really missing quality in the deep wide positions.
Yep.
I think that's a big trait under Amarin, the way he likes to play, because he sort of likes to play a 3-4-3.
Yeah.
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 So I think like those sort of, I think Mbuemo's a great signing because he's going to give a lot of energy down that right hand side. But yeah, I think when I look at United, I sort of see a bit of an issue from getting defence to midfield. If you can get the ball into Fernandes, you've got a chance.
Yep.
But I think that problem there, getting the ball out.
Big reason why I said I was jealous about you signing Kirkez. I would have been much happier signing him and putting Dorgu on the right.
You know what? Honestly, if you would have signed that Frimpong and that Kirkez,
Perfect.
you would have been laughing.
That would have been the best signings we could have done.
Yeah.
In the off season.
But the magic wand was in the bin. Reds, thanks so much for joining us.
Oh, just quickly.
yeah.
Isaac, my brother, he's going to Liverpool for the first time. He's got tickets for match day 1 at Anfield.
Oh yeah.
He's by himself. So if you got a listener in Liverpool that wants to hang out with a young Aussie fan there for the first time, hit him up.
Yeah.
Hit Tom up to hit me up,
Yeah.
and then I'll hit my brother
Yeah,
up.
hit me up because we've actually got a listener who's going over for the first game as well.
Yeah.
They're going over from Melbourne.
Okay.
So Isaac, send me a message, and I'll connect you. And I've also got people there as well.
Yeah.
I'd be more than happy to have a pint with you.
Give him a good time.
Yeah.
Hope you lose though, but he's got tickets like near the corner flag.
Oh, yeah?
So if you lose, I'll get to watch him on TV, just breaking down bit by bit.
Yeah.
So that's the hope.
You know what? Like, I've ended up being on the telly loads of times, like going the game. But there was this one time we played Arsenal, and funny enough, Ngog scored a cracker. It was Roy Hodgson's first game.
Boy.
Joe Cole got sent off. And I was in the Centenary stand, the Kenlon Road, as my dad calls it. And I'm on the front row, sort of near the halfway line. And I'm there, and I'm sitting there, and I'm like, if we get a throw in, I'm on TV, right? And there it is, all game, nothing happening. And anyway, I get home, and my dad went, you know what happened? So I was like, what? He went, they got a throw in, and you weren't in your seat. I got up to have a piss. And the shot is like Paul Konchesky or whatever with the ball taking a throw in, and the seat is just empty, and it was my seat. Fuming. Well, look, Curtis, thanks so much, mate.
Thank you for having me.
It wasn't too bad, was it?
I was looking forward to it.
Yeah.
I was looking for. If you have mutual respect with your rival, you're gonna have fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
I wish nothing but the worst for Liverpool this
mate,
season.
I'll be honest with you. Last season, I watched United with an erection because watching you guys struggle that bad was so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? Just to be quick, it got to a point where all you could do was laugh.
Yeah.
You accepted that these guys are auditioning for next year for Amarin's system. We're not going to get relegated because the championship teams that come up are so dreadful nowadays. All you can do is laugh.
Yeah. Look,
Yeah.
you're gonna be better.
You hope so.
You're gonna be better.
I hope
reckon
so.
this season you'll definitely finish in
Top
the top
10.
14.
Let's go.
Top 14. Up the Reds. Thanks so much for staying with us for so long. I've really enjoyed this one. Have a look at Reds Down Under podcast on social media. We've got loads of stuff coming up on there. We've got loads of great guests coming as well who are going to be joining us. And just a couple of weeks till the start of the season.
Yeah, it's the shortest off season, isn't it?
It's the best, man.
Yeah.
I love it, man. All right, up the Reds. See you, mate.
See you, Tom. Thank you.
We are the Reds Down Under, and this is our podcast.